This is FNGR. Almost what was my real name? I don't know, I'm stupid. Today on Limbo, I am joined by Corpulent Brony.
Hey, hey, hey.
Dusty Rhodes.
Apples.
Aeon of Dreams.
Ew.
And our King of Limbo for the evening,
The King of Limbo!
Toon Kritic.
Greetings, every people. This is your cult personality, ToonKriticY2K is the name, Toons is the name of my game. I am very happy to be here tonight.
Excellent.
Yes, welcome to the outermost circle of hell.
You know, it's actually funny that you said that. I would have been like, you know what song would have been good for the podcast if I would have thought of it. I'm going to edit it in probably later. Yeah, cult personality is like, oh yeah, Durr. Does anyone else want to start first? Because I have a couple, obviously. The first time I saw you, it was that long ago trial ad that you did with Voice of Reason and Past Analysis. Was that
Same as everyone else on the whole planet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was that your first YouTube experience? And if not, like, when did it start then?
Like my first YouTube experience, like, as a reviewer? Or
as a content creator, more or less. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't mean the very first time that you clicked on a video. I mean, like, when you first slapped up a video. Was that Ponies or...
Oh, my God. That was, like, ages ago. That's, like, I think 2008. Like, I was doing some really, I guess, very amateurish sort of videos of me just, like, talking in front of a camera and stuff, and then, thank God those videos are dead. They were terrible. But I transitioned, I think, from just doing really crappy videos to, oh god, I'm still embarrassed to say this. I did, like, Sonic the Hedgehog videos and shit with, like, you know those really stupid parody clips where they just, like, replace the audio with, like, some random thing from a movie clip?
Sonic!
Pretty much that. I did some really stupid, like, crossover series. I was very into Sonic back then. I was so stupid. But I think then it went from even more stupid, doing redubs of, like, fucking Thomas the Tank Engine. Then I'm like, you know what, fine, I'm done with this shit. What can I possibly do next? So I decided
Sorry, redubs of Thomas the Tank Engine? I want more about this. I want to know, I want to know everything about this.
Yeah, Liki, I'll have you know, I didn't make it very far through it, but Aino Hi Senshi did, like, a reading for one of Toon Kritic's fan fictions. I made it 40 seconds in, and I'm like, nope! I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know who
dubbing for Thomas the Tank Engine where they were, like, really crude and awful.
I don't know, man.
There does exist one right now on my channel called Thomas Person. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? But
Okay.
that's one of our better things. But yeah, I used to do that just for, like, shits and giggles, and that's how I met some of, like, my friends over that. But yeah, as a content creator, I've been doing it since, like, 2008. I didn't start the balanced perspective of Equestria Girls up until after, when I was doing several other reviews as just the Toon Kritic. You know, I was known as Flamamigo619 back then, and when my channel got taken down because of those stupid Thomas videos, I'm like, okay, I need to start over. I need to do something better, you know. So I decided it's because I guess it was cool at the time, and I wanted to try and fit in.
Sexuality?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't give a shit. I mean, like, of course I have to share the whole stupid story. I joked around with the whole thing of My Own Pony because I thought, oh, it's just a fad, it's gonna pass. I called it stupid. I got jumped for it by all these people who were like, how dare you say that this is a terrible show? And then I'm like, fine, okay, clearly I'm wrong.
You said that you met some of your friends through like what some of your earlier works. I'm trying to picture. Did Voice of Reason like message you, like, screaming at you? What the hell do you think you're doing? What is this garbage?
Oh god, he didn't even know who I was, like, until, oh god, I don't remember who.
No, I was just imagining that was, like, your first impression. Like, if you said you did Thomas the Tank Engine and as calm as it used to be back in the day, that could have only have gone like that.
No, if I had bumped into Voice of Reason and then I'm like, "Hey, dude, can I, like, do reviews with you?" He wouldn't even replied to the message. I think he would have just assumed I'm some crazy fucker. So,
Would he be wrong?
well, he's not. Well, he's not entirely wrong now. So,
Yeah. All right, I think we did that. I have more, but I don't want to sit there and hog the spotlight if anybody else. Good.
So, Zach, clearly, judging by your profile picture, you've dumped Eliyora and you're now dating Sonic. I must know. Finishes faster in bed.
Oh, God.
Leaky, God damn it.
You've been rehearsing this since the call on the podcast, haven't you?
What part of you can make us a very gradual, gentle, polite slip in there somewhere if you get really crafty and clever? It's not
Take the pillow, I'm going in dry.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh gosh.
You don't have to answer anything you don't want to.
Okay, I really don't even know how to answer that first off, but
We could skip right over it if you want.
no.
Okay.
I won't lie and say that Sonic was my waifu before all this, so...
Okay.
You know, it's sort of that whole thing. We're just like, yeah, I'm dating somebody now, but every once in a while I go back. No, but actually, my picture was made by my good artist friend Isaac Sklar on DeviantArt, and it's part of my next little written review I have up in DeviantArt. It's sort of a homage to my past and stuff. Since like my birthday's coming up and stuff, I thought, why not jump back to the past or whatever? So
It really is a cool picture though.
dang it.
That brings out your edginess.
Where did you?
Oh, God.
God damn it, Leaky.
Bringing up the edginess again. Okay.
I wasn't gonna do it, damn it.
Where did you come up with the design? I know I saw your panel at BronyCon. Like, where did you come up with the design of your character, and specifically like the idea of the top hat and the vest? Like, I know you're really careful to sort of portray that not only on your OC but also I saw on the panel and stuff. So like, where did that idea come from, and does it sort of reflect something about you personally, or is it just something you think is cool? Like, is there more depth to it?
Oh yeah, there's definitely more depth to it. I like to think that any character that I create, since I'm a writer, I like to think that character is sort of an extension of myself. I can remember when I was still like talking around with like all these other Brony people, when I was talking with Golden Fox before he became like a Brony reviewer, he was talking to me, he's like, hey, you might want to like jump in on this sometime because I think it might be interesting. And I'm like, well, I don't have a character, so does that mean I got to make a character? And the original version of my OC was very bright red and black, and I'm like, oh dear God, no, I have to rework this. But as I was designing him, red and black are like my two favorite colors, and this is before I knew that apparently red and black is just like, oh God, don't ever do it. Like,
I used to be the same way.
I had no idea that red and black was like such a terrible combination to some people, but I remember I was designing him and just thinking like, okay, this looks good. I think the red and black I think looks nice. And then, I don't often, like, say this, but when I was listening to Adam Lambert at the time, and Adam Lambert for me was, like, I guess...
Jesus.
It seemed to always creep up on my iTunes, and I was specifically watching his If I Had You music video, so I was just thinking, as I finished with my OC, he didn't have the scarf or the hat, I just looked at him and just like, he needs something. He needs something to make him stand out. So as I casually glanced back to the video, I saw Adam Lambert wearing a top hat. I paused the video, I slapped the top hat on my character, and I'm like, yeah, I think this looks good. The way that I eventually went with my OC is that I wanted him to be, I guess, sort of charismatic and stylish at the same time. I had all sorts of ideas in my head of, like, his background and his backstory and all that sort of thing. I designed him as sort of like a party animal in a sense. So I thought, hey, why don't we go with something, cool? And that's what I thought at the time. And once he went through a few design changes, once I got like my vectors all set up and I was officially ready to go, I was really happy about that. But when I was getting ready for like BabsCon, I looked at my character and I looked at myself and I'm like, you know what? I bet I could pull this off. Like, I dug through my closet and I found some like clothes and stuff, and I found a red jacket and really dark pants, and I thought, okay, maybe I could dress up as my character, because then maybe people will recognize who I am. Because if they recognize the top hat, like in the videos, they could recognize me at conventions and stuff, and that's when I was wanting to more expand and like have more people recognize me. Now, how I got the whole hat thing, though, originally I got it from like some Chinese place. I don't remember where. It was like a magician's place, and I saw that this hat that looked really nice, and I ordered it. 3 weeks later, I didn't hear anything from them, and I'm like, okay, shit, I need to come up with something. So I went on eBay, and I found the hat that you see today, this nice little red top hat. I decided to order that. And that came in just in time for, like, BabsCon.
How much did it cost?
Like $20, surprisingly.
Wow! That's a low price!
What? I have a silly hat fetish. Don't screw with me, Liki.
It's a good thing you recovered from this after the magical Chinese people made your money disappear.
No. The funny thing, though, was that about a week after the actual hat that I ordered showed up, and I'm like, wait a minute, now I have two of these hats, what am I going to do? So I gave the other one to Eliyora, and she still has to this day. I sort of like, just, as long as you have my hat, you have something to remember me by. Some like cheap anime love bullshit.
Oh.
So
I just came up with a really tacky, really horribly bad idea. It was like, you could have had your discorded twin brother in your videos with like the other shitty hat.
the other hat that I have kind of looks like something out of like Mad Hatter or something, and I thought, you know what, I should have kept that, but you know what, at least I know where it is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story of how that came to be. It basically, I find my OC is a little bit of an extension of myself, and when I combine him with some of like my other characters, it just sort of fits. This is it was originally how I imagined him anyway, so I'm really glad that I was able to bring him, to life and to bring him to everybody to where the point, everybody kind of enjoys him,
If you think the top accentuates your character, what would you say would be like the one that wouldn't? Like what hat would you go with? What's the one the hipsters wear?
Fedora.
No, I'm imagining
good
Toon
God.
Kritic. I'm
There
imagining-
exists.
Sorry.
There
Go ahead.
exists some early BronyCon 2013 photos that I'm not even going to share with anybody unless you know me on Facebook, where I had this really fucking ugly trilby that I didn't know was ugly until now. That hat, I never want to see again. I do not like trilbies or like fedoras. I tried wearing it. I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought it looked fucking ridiculous. So
Yeah, just remember too, when you make it big and you're on the light show, someone's going to ambush you with that video footage. Let's take it away to BronyCon 2013.
it's just like, oh wait, I have something like some friggin' photos of evidence and shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you asked that question, Anthony, I just imagined Toon Kritic in one of those like spinny like propeller hats.
Like a mustache hat or something.
Yeah, like, oh fuck, I can't use my wings. Don't worry, I've got this.
Just spin it and fly away. Yeah.
Yeah, the
See ya,
closest
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I'm looking so fly, getting out of here.
the closest I ever had for anything. There was one job where they made us wear a bow tie when I was working in a theater. I was like, it'd be kind of funny if we had a little button to make it spin around so we look like even bigger dorks.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm gonna look like a tool, I want to look like a super tool.
If you want to look like a super tool, you need a fez with that.
Yes.
Oh no, I would wear a fez with pride, sir.
Actually, yeah, Anthony, you're just evil enough to pull off a fez.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're gonna wear a cotton thimble on your head.
Oh God.
A giant cotton thimble while all the Whovians just look at you and be like, ah! It's like Matt Smith.
Oh God. I actually originally wanted to give my character a fez, but then I guess one of my other friends took the fez and like, fine, he can kind of make it work, I guess.
Oh, was that I think it's that Ink gentleman, the one that's still in the rift. I know that. Oh, never mind.
Well,
Yeah, I think he has a fez on his.
No. This is one of my earlier friends that's not in the Rift.
Oh, okay. Segue here. What's one of the biggest stumbles you had since you started out? Sony Vegas eat one of your videos, your computer die on you, any BronyCon horror stories?
Oh, one at a time. Okay, one at a time, first off.
Yeah.
What was the first one again?
Bingo's biggest stumbles around the Sony Vegas eat one of your videos. I always find those stories are always kind of fun to hear.
I've actually haven't run into many problems with Sony Vegas, surprisingly. I don't have any scary stories to reveal on that.
Computer die or
You know what the
BronyCon
most amazing thing
stories.
is on that topic is didn't up until the longest time weren't you using Movie Maker? Was it?
Yeah, actually, I
I was
was.
just amazed at how successful you were using Movie Maker and.
Yeah, with Movie Maker, that's what I originally had, and I kind of just learned it on my own when I was making these really stupid, like, Sonic crossover videos and shit. I was getting good with, like, lip syncing, like dubbing and whatnot, and I was, using it mostly for audio editing. And when I started doing, like, my Toon Kritic reviews, I just thought, fuck it, just slap pictures together, intersect them with, like, pictures of, like, my character, back and forth, that sort of thing. It's just, it works, And I found that it was not, like, seeming as lazy. I don't want to ever come off as lazy with my work. When I do, like, my unscripted stuff, I want to, like, just get it out there so I can get, like, my thoughts out there without having to spend weeks upon weeks with a video. I'm confident that unscripted works, but when I come out with something scripted and, like, professional, I want to make that really count. So.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that you could do that with Movie Maker, make it look decent,
Well, we all had our start somewhere. We couldn't
yeah,
all
but
be
Movie Maker's a horrible tool to use.
Oh yeah, I started.
It is,
Yeah.
but I've surprisingly tamed it, so.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I find it weird that I actually started out with Vegas because A, I actually knew how to pirate, and B, I couldn't actually figure out how to use Movie Maker because the new interface was shit. So I'm just like, fuck it, I need something that can do more, but that's more intuitive. So I'm like, oh, Vegas. Then I went over to the Pirate Bay and was just like, oh, I'll take this.
Do you have any BronyCon horror stories? So I know she mentioned that you've been to BronyCon and as well as BabsCon. So I'm assuming you have something horribly go wrong.
I really, really wish I had some kind of terrible story.
Oh.
I know. It's just I wish.
No, it's well. How many have you been to so far? Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I've been just Brony conventions or conventions overall.
Well, Brony conventions. We'll keep it simple for now.
BronyCon 2013, BabsCon 2014, BronyCon 2014, and Ponyville Cider Fest.
Oh, nice.
And BabsCon again for this year,
Okay.
and probably BronyCon again. But
I am getting to my favorite question. I always find this one disappointing, so I've always, like, when guests don't like to answer this, so I try and dumb it down in case they don't have it. What's the most trouble you've ever been in? Behind in class, got into a fight at work, wreck your dad's prize car.
Anything you're willing to share.
Yes, get caught checking out a girl while you're on a date with another girl. Or otherwise. Or if, go for the gold anytime you get arrested. That's what we're really hoping for. Yeah.
let me think. Some of the, you mean like the struggles, I guess, in a sense?
No. Like trouble. Like,
trouble.
like like I said, like, you wrecked a car. Something like, crap. Like the horrible experience you could tell to your friends you remember back with fondness.
I feel bad because I've never really gotten into that much trouble.
You've never, like, really screwed up in a class at all, or?
Trust me, I failed a few classes, but I've never been in jeopardy of, like, actually screwing up, in a sense. Like, I've never gotten to...
Oh, that definitive moment that sank the whole semester?
Oh, yeah, I've never gone to that. I've always managed to come back somehow. I've been on the honor roll since, like, elementary school, straight. Never messed that up. Even if I almost failed a class, I still managed to, like, get on that honor roll. But trouble, I'm trying to think. It's just I've never run into, like, major problems like that, other than, like, with friends and stuff, Like, it's been, like, mostly personal problems and, like, my own sort of demons in a sense. So
you can share. I was going to ask, just based on that, are you still attending college or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. I'm still in college right now. I'm at, I think I've got, like, maybe 2 more years left. I'm trying to go for a degree in English and also a degree in speech. And I want to go to Columbia, actually, to pursue writing, so.
Okay. Again, I always like to give people a little peek behind the scenes, so, like, whenever Toon's busy, guys, just assume he's studying. Yeah,
college takes up a lot of my free time, but I don't have a job right now. I'm kind of, like, still looking for one. I just know that if I get a job, you might not see as many videos from me.
Just go to a temp agency and work overnight. Come on, we're denizens of the internet. We don't sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Could I ask a question from the
absolutely.
audience? Okay. Keyframe Productions is asking, are there any shows that people have suggested for Toon Be Continued that you really did not like?
For those wondering what Toon Be Continued is a little DeviantArt series that I have, DeviantArt journal series, where I look at, like, the first 1 or 2 episodes of a series and decide whether or not it's worth continuing or not. I give it a continue or skip it. And I've been... I find it as more of a learning experience because through that I found out about Gravity Falls and Avatar, but there have been some shows that I don't want to go near. Most of them, God, I'm trying to think which one's a specific one. I'd have to.
SpongeBob.
You won't ever catch me reviewing anything SpongeBob related.
So you would have to say that anyone who significant amount of time into SpongeBob SquarePants is kind of mentally off, perhaps.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Mr. Enter.
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
I had no idea that he covered SpongeBob SquarePants, Peter.
If he obsessively goes over it, I'm like, okay, it's bad. How much deeper are we gonna go?
It's like pseudomasochism, where, like, he talks about how much he hates it. It's like, I put myself through this every week for you people. Who cares? Why?
No, Liki, do not be crapping on, or do not be shitting on.
Oh, no, he's allowed. I'll forgive this. Go ahead.
Dude, Liki, I would love you to torture me so badly if it meant that. Okay, I probably shouldn't finish that sentence for TK's audience.
Okay, we
can... Whoa, are we child-friendlying ourselves here? Let me fix that.
No, Liki, breathe.
Shit, fucking
Liki, come on now.
There we go. That'll take on the age restriction.
Mature Moose Man has done his thing.
Yes, I was waiting to say it. Please tell me you don't go too far here.
I think there's actually 2 other series that people suggested to me, obsessively suggested to me that I do not want to go near ever again. Total Drama and Drawn Together.
What's that? Like Drawn
Oh,
Together.
Nick C's gonna be pissed off about that one.
Drawn
Was it
Together.
Drawn?
It's such a retarded show. It was
Yeah.
awful.
It is. Total Drama is one of the worst fucking shows I've ever seen, and to think I was stupid enough to actually kind of like it, and I'm just.
Isn't it
God.
isn't it just like a reality show only in cartoon form?
Yeah.
Yes, and I can't stand reality shows.
Yeah, no one
Because it's
technically
not
gets-
reality, it's scripted. It's not. people are so fucking
did
stupid.
it appeal to your inner pro wrestling fan or something like that? Like the bullshit was such an amusing level. You're like, yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it did. It did for a while, but then I'm like, okay, I can't watch this anymore. I feel ashamed to have associated myself with this. I gotta
Gwen, cover your
cleanse my
ears.
sins.
Oh, let's see.
It's kind of the same thing with Drawn Together as well, because I used to be so incredibly raunchy and rude and over the top, but then I kind of had to sit back and I'm like, okay, what the fuck was wrong with me? It's disgusting for the sake of being disgusting, and I can't be that anymore. I just...
Yeah.
Those are just a few series, that I can't go near again, so...
Yeah, I can totally appreciate that. There's currently another podcast group that I kind of get a little bit more wary of every time I go on there. I can't think of the name right now. Where do you want to go after YouTube, or is this, your what plan is this? A, B, C, or what?
I don't know. I've never really thought of leaving YouTube, because all my life I've really wanted to entertain people, whether it be on stage in front of people, on YouTube, or I guess really that's the only two options, but or in front of just my friends and whatnot. I love to entertain. I get that sort of thrill that really just makes me happy in the end, makes me feel satisfied and content, I think. After YouTube, I really don't know. I've never really thought of just leaving.
Yeah, I've had some people talk about it like I have to get away from this as fast as I get away from ponies. As soon as I make it, you'll never see me again.
I think I'll still be on this for quite a while. There was a point, I think, where I was losing steam and I really wanted to quit because, stupidly enough, I felt my work wasn't getting enough attention. But I persevered through that. I found some people, and from 800 to now 5,000. So
I thought you were going to say, well, then Silver Quill came along and I suddenly became interested again.
when suddenly Silver Quill Senpai saved me.
Yes. I just imagined you with anime eyes and you got these says and Silver Quill comes and you got the whole senpai noticed me face.
Oh my god. I so had that at one point, legit.
Isaac, draw it. If you're watching this, Isaac, you must draw it.
Yeah, Silver Quill was my reason why I decided to keep going. And then I talked to Dr. Wolf, and he's just like, keep doing what you do. Just find your purpose. And I think I found my purpose, which is to entertain. And I find YouTube to be the best medium for that.
All right, I have another classic standby here. Any role models you look up to, who's essentially on your Mount Rushmore of manliness? I stole that from Jesse Wood.
No, it's all right. Who do I look up to?
Yeah, the people that you either wanted to meet or be growing up.
Firstly, above anyone else,
Sonic.
No.
So I had to, sorry. I had to.
You're not a real man unless it's Steve McQueen.
Is that the guy from Queen?
Oh, God.
You mean Lightning McQueen?
I don't know.
You
Fucking
kid?
tar? Oh, totally,
These
yeah. I'd love
days.
to be a fucking cell-shaded figure. Totally. No.
Steve McQueen is.
What? I don't. You can yell at me later, Liki, damn it.
I probably was, since we're just throwing shit out there, I used to have a shrine to Sonic, and I told myself I'd meet him one day. That was when I was 11, so...
So you're going to come to me in the background and be like, Peter, I need to know, is there a spell that can summon Sonic?
Well,
And then I'll tell you about it.
we did do that thing where we were talking about Talpa and how to.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I don't want to know where this is going.
No,
That's a
dude.
long discussion that we're.
Yeah, long story short, I told the fuckers about how to summon demons.
Well, there was that. That's kind of sadly different, but this was like creating a second person.
Oh, yeah. I
That
love
one.
Topos.
Yes.
No, okay, but for
Yeah.
real, first and foremost, my main role model is CM Punk. He's a wrestler, well, not with WWE right now, but he was a wrestler highly looked up to. His character in WWE was someone who was very rebellious and, against the machine sort of thing. Always spoke his mind, wasn't afraid of anything. He helped, I guess, find my voice or whatever when I was just really shy and introverted, and I always look up to him. I was really glad to actually meet him once at a bookstore when he was signing stuff, and I hope to meet him again one day because he's still a huge inspiration for me and my work, and fucking Cult of Personality was his theme song, so I thought, I want to pay homage to that. In a sense, that's why I use it.
Oh, that's where it came from. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That was his theme song in WWE, and I thought I want to use that in a sense. And I took the Cult, and I just became Cult and Personality, and
I just got that. Wow, I'm stupid.
yeah, that's where it came from.
No. When you said cult, now I'm. Is it literally meant as a horse pun?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, it is.
okay.
Oh my
I did,
gosh, Anthony.
I feel pretty dumb for not getting this whole.
Oh my
Wow, you
goodness.
finally caught on.
Yeah, it's like Maniac. I'm like, I just thought Psycho. I didn't get the pun, and I'm like, for like the longest time.
You just have to read it. You just have to read it out loud. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but second, I would have to say is Chris Pratt, who is Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, nice.
It just seems to me like he seems like a pretty cool guy, and
I feel stupid that I've read as many comics as I had, and I never thought to actually idolize one. I feel dumb I haven't done it. It would have been so obvious suddenly.
who is my other role model? There's a lot of others that I can't think of off the top of my head. Matt Smith is also one. The Doctor Who. Doctor.
Oh, I was thinking I was like the guy from Clerks. No, that's Kevin Smith. Yeah.
Oh god, I've never even seen Clerks, so.
Oh God,
I feel
how
bad because I really want to. I just don't know where to look for it.
I think that was made for people who are at least somewhat young at heart and have a bone to pick with like society or some shit. I think it's fun. It's hysterical.
It is. Pretty good.
If I am gonna pick any cartoon character that I relate to most, it's probably Rainbow Dash. So. I made a joke on Skype a while back and I think actually this is kind of a joke I'm making in one of my future reviews, since I talk so much about Rainbow Dash, I'm thinking of officially changing my name to I Love Rainbow Dash a Lot, so, that'll probably get me like 70,000 subscribers.
Oh, I was going to ask you a favor. This is a little bit... You're familiar with Nick MVP, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think he took a swipe at Cult of Personality. That's not what I'm butthurt about.
Okay...
Yeah, I was watching his video, and I'm like, just chugging along, and he's like, and Chicago sucks, and I'm like, I'm done. It does.
Okay, about that,
Nick, you're gonna die.
This video was made as a surprise for me. I was at Ponyville Cider Fest, hanging out with my friends and stuff, and when I come back, I look onto Skype, and I see that they've left a little something for me, and they're just like, hey, we decided to make something for you, because we miss you, we know you're doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's really sweet, guys, because... I'm a part of, the Haymakers, which is, a brony wrestling podcast. Might as well plug the channel and shit.
Make sure to link at the end so I can throw it in the description.
Yeah, I will. Here I was just, chilling, back at home, and I decided to click on the link, and I'm like, okay, what is this? And it's just a non-stop video of, fuck you, CM Punk. And I'm sitting there. I can remember exactly my first reaction. I'm just sitting there leaning back in my chair. I have my arms crossed, and I am just, but I am laughing my ass off internally. And I tell Nicky, I'm just like, you know what? I hate you so much right now, and I'll sign your death warrant right after I stop laughing.
Yeah.
Because it's just I knew they were joking. I knew it was a jab at me and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Fine. I thought it was funny, so it's better than some of the other puns or jokes that people have tried to throw at me. I mean, at least this one was funny. So
you're suddenly making me think of Sweet Tooth. We're not going to talk about.
Do you mind if I read off some chat questions?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right. First one by Nelson Demifer.
Yeah, we knew this. Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever seen Lunatics Unleashed?
Oh boy.
And he said, and if you did, how long did it take you to recover? That's the secondary question.
I'm suddenly curious.
I've only seen 2 episodes of it, and I think it's good to be continued material. I don't know if I want to continue it, though.
Oh, that's the future Looney Tunes thing?
The dark and edgy Looney Tunes for the hip new generation and shit.
I heard that didn't do well.
No, it didn't. And the way I see it, that was on Kids WB, and I was a Kids WB kid, more so than I thought back then. I was always watching stuff on there, but I never watched that. So...
Alright. Next question is by some freaky motherfucker named Eon of Dreams. Can I eat Toon Kritic?
No.
No.
Okie dokie.
Peter, you goddamn weirdo. Oh, wait, I got a great segue for that. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had, Toon?
Yeah.
What the hell aren't you asking this, Peter? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, because I don't want to reveal all the secrets of my trade on a podcast. Thank you. I'd rather have people speak of them.
Okay, I've had a lot of very, very weird dreams, some of which I haven't written down, and some of which are just etched into my mind. What is the one that I remember? Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't remember what I watched before this.
So you were having tea with Godzilla when?
No, it's just I was trapped in this dungeon. It was this pitch black dungeon, and suddenly the walls erupt with like bright colors. And dicks of many different sizes come out of the walls.
Oh, it's Peter's dream.
So
It's Peter's dream.
Some magnificent demonically dream demon motherfucker must have engineered this. He must have been brilliant.
It gets to the point where there's like you can't even feel the floor. You're just like sitting on like a pile of dicks or whatever, and this weird creature comes out of the dicks, and it's like some sort of like half man, half talking dick with like a cartoonish face, and it says you will now spit to your penile overlord or some shit.
So super dick came from the dicks.
And then it's like fucking Celestia shows up or some shit, and she's just like, please, you must serve him, otherwise you can't save me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know.
Is this
Celestia.
a nightmare or a wet dream, or a little bit of column A or a little column B?
Yes, let us all be Sigmund Freud. I will be the super ego. No, I'll be the id. I'm better as the id. FNGR, you can be the super ego, and Nicky can be the ego. Okay, let's go.
And I remember sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then it just turns into, it almost turned into some weird foreign hentai, but then everything just suddenly changed and the room just went back to normal. And then scorpions. And I'm terrified of like small insects and scorpions and shit, so then it just turned into, what the fuck? And then I ended up in some sort of weird ass carnival that was broken down, and it was like a horror fest. Like, if I described this to a game creator, I'm pretty sure they could make a game out of it, and I don't want to go into too much detail.
Oh, I think you already did, buddy.
Okay,
That's just the beginning of the game. How about I just tell you the end?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
I'm lightsaber fighting Adolf Hitler, who has dicks for arms, and he's wielding 5 different lightsaber dicks at the same time, and I don't know, I stab him in the face, it's all over, there's like a mismatch of all sorts of fucking weird carnival music, and then there's a clown armada, and it's like that final scene before like the end, and then I just wake up and I'm like, okay, what the actual fuck just happened?
This would be the great conversation to walk in on in the Rift.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was lightsabering Adolf Hitler.
And then I stabbed him in the face. You know, as your budget Sigmund Freud, I will give you the answer that Sigmund Freud would give, and I'm pretty sure that your dream has something to do with an Oedipus complex.
Oh god, no.
Yeah.
No. That was just Sigmund Freud's thing.
Yeah. I
but
understand.
Have you guys ever, I'm just going to say this, have you guys ever heard like a dream dictionary or shit?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Kinda.
Okay, so this is the weirdest thing I found having an entry for, because I practice on neuromancy, so you need to decode symbols and shit, and that's how the divination works. And so you cross-check a lot of these references, and then you do a lot of things. So then I was curious, and like, Usher was in my dream. Does this mean something according to this dictionary?
Oh, wait. Okay, I just remember the most fucked up part of that dream.
Go ahead.
It was involving Thomas the Tank Engine and Twilight Sparkle.
Oh my god.
And then sex happened.
Thomas turned into a fucking pony, and there was really fucking weird sex scene between them that thankfully I didn't see the rest of.
I think you.
It sounds like a
if you would've-
fanfic.
You know, you could have totally gotten Corpman on your Patreon if you would have stopped there and been like, Corp.
Oh god.
For $5,
Thomas could have
I'll
been
stop
you.
right now.
For
He would have done it.
$5. For $5 a month, I'll ask you to never repeat that. No, that was the most fucked up part, because now I'm never going to get that image of that out of my head. And the song that was playing was I see the light from Tangled, and now whenever I hear that song, I get that image in my head, so Tangled is kind of ruined for me now.
I officially no longer apologize for anything my past has said at this point. I'm gonna move on to something more cheerful and uplifting, not really, but
Okay, not really.
yeah, it's your last meal. You're either dying or you're going on a diet. What is what do you throw caution in the wind? What do you eat?
Wow, I was not expecting this one. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, just in case he does go ahead and study the old ones. I was like, no, I haven't asked this one ever.
What's the last thing that I eat? My grandmother's oven fries. That I would just like a plate of just that, just some milk, and then I'm good. Then you can kill me because that shit is. I had the last good thing I had was like food, so I'll go with that. Now, okay, you can die. You know what? You don't even need to do anything. Just plunge the knife into my head. There we go.
Okay. I did come up with this before I talked to you earlier, so I don't want you to think I got inspired for this. But at the risk of sounding horribly corny, what do you love most about America? What? I thought it was a good question. If you don't like America, you don't have to answer that. That was pretty loaded with it.
First, I'll preface this by saying that I wish I could move to the UK.
Oh, boy. Toon Kritic subcap went 1,000 votes down. Or the people at next time.
Remember being at 5,000 subscribers? How'd you like to be at 3?
We can make it happen.
Yes.
Uncle Sam has called us to this.
I don't want to insult all of my American fans because that's pretty much everybody that I have, minus like a few other people and that one dude from like Saudi Arabia or whatever.
I'll tell you what, I could knock out another question with this. What are your political leanings, since you don't seem to like that question?
I fucking hate politics, that's all I'm going to say on that.
Oh, no, that's a good answer, actually.
That is a smart answer, considering...
Yes,
I absolutely hate politics because I wish they weren't necessary. I wish they weren't a thing, you know? But, back to the America question, what's the one thing I like?
Hot dogs and baseball.
Question should be, what don't I like?
Freedom fries and a cheeseburger.
Well,
White
if it's
Sox.
what you don't like, are you sure you're getting away from that politics question?
No. Let me just say fuck everything and just like sign up for like Mother Russia or whatever. Just blow this up. I don't care anymore. Now,
I did not set up what you like about America as a way to bring down Toon Kritic, I swear to God.
Oh, if I could
This is an
change the
elaborate
subject.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we could change the subject,
Okay.
certainly.
yeah, let's just change it. I really don't have anything to say on that.
Ponyville Critic has asked a few questions, but I want to pick one here. He was wondering, why did you add the Y2K to the end of your name, or was that something you added at some point, and was there a reason behind it?
Okay, the Y2K thing. God, here we go back to fucking Thomas Tangled again. Okay, I'm glad this doesn't exist anymore. Now I can talk about it and people won't know what I'm talking about. When I was still doing like Thomas shit, I came up with this sort of hybrid between wrestling and trains and shit where I made it. Oh God, I actually felt a little bit of throw up come up. I made a
It's like
train.
Japan levels of creative.
So I made a train sona.
A trained Sona.
God. No, I'm not
Choo-choo,
even joking.
motherfucker.
I'm not even
Choo-choo.
joking. I literally felt a bit of throw up come up because it disgusts me that much.
All aboard the coal train, baby.
No, I was watching like wrestling at the time, and my favorite wrestler during that time was like Chris Jericho, and his nickname was Y2J. And then I looked at my character who I had named Caden, and I'm like, Y2K.
Nice.
Why the fuck not? This is before I knew what Y2K actually was, and then I realized how destructive it was, and I'm like, fuck it, keep the name. I just think it sounds good. And then when I was coming up with like a studio name or whatever, I went with Rated Y2K. And I loved how that sounded. So when I lost my old channel, which was Flame Amigo 619, I don't know where the hell I came up with that name. I went with a new name, and I decided, okay, Toon Kritic.
A wrestler name a little bit.
It does, yeah. I went with Toon Kritic Y2K, and I just thought in the end, I guess I thought it just sounded good, and I was inspired by a lot of really other stupid stuff. But yeah, that's where the Y2K came from.
This one's not too long ago, but let's see. I noticed that you did the Ghost Pepper Challenge not too long ago.
Oh God.
How long did the burning last, and what would you equate the pain to? Like, what would you rather do, pain-wise, than eat another ghost pepper?
I'd rather do the Cinnamon Challenge or some shit.
Would
No.
you say it was about as bad as getting kicked in the nuts, or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
I will just say this. The story behind that was that me and Eliyora were talking about doing something funny. We were talking about like BronyCon moments and whatnot, and we talked about what if we do like our own version of like Hot Pepper Gaming, except we do Hot Pepper reviews. So I asked her, okay, no BronyCon's coming up. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to try and find either some like, habaneros or something simple, board. She comes back with ghost pepper hot sauce, and I'm like, that's not what I asked you to get at all. And she's just like, yeah, but it's gonna be fucking hilarious. And I'm like, you do realize I'm doing this too, right? And she's just like, yes, that's why it's gonna be even more hilarious. Fair warning, Eliyora is a bit of a masochist when it comes to this. I think she enjoys me being in pain a little bit.
Sadism.
Yes, I was about to correct that. It's bad
it's
that
just-
literally everybody in the call knew.
Well, hey, I wouldn't mind a sadistic girlfriend, but that's just me.
No, I think it's kind of cute, personally, but
Just don't tell her that.
I'm sure she's listening.
I've been in those situations before.
no. When me, my two friends, Will and Joey, when we decided to do it, we were doing like a review of some movie, and I hadn't tried it. We were going to take a shot of it. It was just like a little bit of it, and I smelt it, and I'm like, I'm immediately regretting this. I don't want to do this. But we had the camera on, and we're just like, okay, fine, fuck it. So I downed it. Initial reaction, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. So this movie, right about there, it felt like somebody karate kicked me in the throat, and then decided to drop acid down my throat.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the reactions where like the people are usually good until like right about where they swallow it because they're usually like not doing the sauce but the pepper.
We wanted to do the peppers, but apparently we couldn't. So we didn't even do the review. We couldn't do the review because we basically ended up on the hotel floor. And here's the thing: we didn't have milk, which is what our expressively asked her to get, but she got us soda, and we found out soda. Soda made it worse. I remember downing a whole glass of Mountain Dew and almost screaming because that made it a lot worse. So, long story short, I ended up clogging the hotel sink with all the pizza that I ate that night. But I was the first to get over it. It only took about, I think, 15 minutes or so before it finally died down. I'm like, okay, I can talk normally now without it hurting. But goddamn, if it was not the most painful experience I've ever been through in my life.
You know, Toon, there is a hot pepper 10 times worse than the ghost pepper. It's called the Carolina Reaper.
I know and don't know. No. I will say this, though. Doing that challenge, it was worth it later on to see Josh Scorcher squirm.
Yeah, I saw his too.
Scorcher got scorched.
Pretty much, yeah. That was fucking hilarious. And and we didn't have milk either. We just had pepper, didn't help either. So.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing: at BabsCon, we're going to be doing that again with Milk Fist. And I'm thinking, okay, Golden Fox and Keyframe are going to do this. This is going to be great.
Oh baby.
And I told
Keyframe is like right here. She's heard all this.
Yeah,
She
she
knows your
keeps. No. Here's the thing: she keeps talking shit, just like I've handled spicy foods, but I'll be fine. And I looked at Golden Fox, and I'm like, "You've never had this kind of thing, have you?" And he's like, "Nope." I'm gonna make sure you two are sitting side by side so we can get this perfectly to where either two things are gonna happen. One, Golden Fox is gonna be on the floor screaming while Keyframe is all chill and just doing the review, or you both are gonna be on the floor screaming and there isn't going to be a review.
Well, there's a thing called the Schofield scale that'll let you know how much trouble you're in. Like it's a million Schofields on a ghost pepper. And
Oh, if we do this again, we're getting something a lot tamer, and I don't want them to perceive it as like we're pussying out. It's just I can't do that sort of thing again because I remember a week later it hurt to talk. I think it had lasting effects on my throat too. So
if you want something that's a bit easier to handle, like I know something that's a bit easier, but will still like completely like it's still a challenge to talk through it, but not like it enough to floor you. It's like a habanero pepper. Yeah, essentially habaneros. You can buy them at like any grocery store, but they're still hot enough to the point where your face will turn red and you will stumble a bit.
Well, there's another way to cheat. I've noticed that if you eat enough spicy food, you can kind of kill your taste buds for a period where it's not as bad. If you want to do that to yourself.
Yeah, just eat something really fucking hot just before the challenge, so your taste buds are.
Well, no, you got to be like you'd have to be eating spicy food on a regular basis. Because I remember watching somebody on YouTube where his friends are like, "How come you're okay after eating a Reaper?" And he's like, I usually go to Inferno buffets and stuff."
Or even better yet, the part of the pepper that actually has the spiciness in it is the inside membrane. So if you can somehow swallow that thing whole without the membrane touching your tongue, you won't experience any spiciness.
Well, there is the matter of it coming back out.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're in a hotel room. There's a bathroom like right there. Just take a bottle of Pepto-Bismol into the into the convention with you, and when you know what's going to happen, chug that shit and run back to the hotel.
Yeah, needless to say,
You have 30
one of the
minutes.
worst experiences of my life, and I'm glad that no wait, I'm probably going to end up doing it again, but not as bad, but I'm glad that I don't have to do it with that powerful sauce.
Okay, I'm going to cross off this question about best life advice.
Best life advice, don't do what I did.
I noticed you're somewhat of a gamer. What kind of game category are you primarily?
Well, I've been called filthy casual many times, but I don't really care. I don't want to be on the level of, like, MLG, Mountain Dew, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever, sponsorships, Snoop Dogg level or whatever.
Well, I don't know, like, are you in these FPSs?
If you look on my Steam, that pretty much sums up all the games that I end up playing. I really enjoy platformers. I enjoy, pixely, retro sort of games. I don't know why, I just kind of enjoy the more simpler, casual games. But there are some games on that list that are a bit out there, I think.
You tried Dark Souls today.
Yeah, I played Dark Souls. That didn't work out. The stream couldn't even handle it. I just enjoy, more casual, enjoyable games. I enjoy games with a story, more importantly. I enjoy a game that can tell a good story. But I also like games that, are simple and challenging,
Hmm.
Like, for one side, like The Last of Us. That was one of my all-time favorite games that I've gotten to play. And Grand Theft Auto, for example. Not just because it's a stress reliever, but it also has a good story. Yeah, my Steam pretty much tells me what kind of gamer I am. I love all sorts of games, except games like Call of Duty. So.
Good man.
So, as someone who actually does watch your live streams, got a question. What was the best game you've ever played in the live stream and the worst game?
Oh,
And then I
nice.
got something else after that.
Okay, best game? I have played all sorts of games.
What is the best?
What is the best?
Or at least, which one did you have the most fun playing, I should say? Because sometimes you can do something completely shitty, and it still ends up good. You still have a good experience, kind of thing.
The Walking Dead Season 1, I would say, is the best game on that stream that I've ever played. Which is coincidentally the very first one that I ever played. And the only game since then has been able to top that, or at least come close to it, is The Wolf Among Us, which is, made by Telltale. Both of them are made by Telltale, and I love their games and whatnot. The Walking Dead was a very unique experience. It hit me on a lot of emotional levels, and the game itself was really immersive, I thought. I don't know, it's hard to put into words now because it's still a game that resonates with me. As a writer, as someone who enjoys, I guess, seeing drama and tragedy. The worst game, though, that I've ever... Oh, God, the worst game that I've ever played. Give me a sec, I gotta look through my Steam library because I know it's in here somewhere.
I wasted $3 on this shit in a Steam sale. Fuck this. I could have bought a soda.
I always get a kick out of people like, I wasted like $3, $5, or even $10. It's like, you kids. You lucky bastards.
At least you
Nothing.
didn't waste $60 on it.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just like, with Steam it's a lot easier, because I wait for those sales and I just snatch up every game I can, which coincidentally I think I used up about $80 and got myself at least like 30 games. So I think that was worth it. But one of the worst games, and I think the worst game that I've ever had to play, is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Really? I did not see that stream. What happened?
I was actually going to ask you, is there any new trends that you just don't get? I guess that's it.
I am getting sick and tired of Five Nights at Freddy's. No, okay. I love Horseback just reminded me. Okay. I take that back. Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the worst recently. The worst overall that I've ever played. It's this Flash game called Can Your Pet. How do I even describe it? It's this game where you're taking care of this little baby chicken and shit, and it looks cute. You dress him up, you name him, you feed him, you do
Oh, yes, I played this.
and you see the little bicycle thingy pop up, and you click it, then chicken drops through, the bicycle turns around, and it's a grinder, and the pet gets turned into tiny little pieces, and at the end, there's a can with the pet's name on it, and then it just says, Can Your Pet.
Oh god, this reminds me of that Flufflepuff animation online with the crab claw.
That was
Right.
terrible, because not only was it a shitty game, it legitimately, shocked me, and I was kind of like, I can't believe it. It affected me. I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, what happened? Why? And I was almost crying, because I'm like, what the fuck? What? And then I'm like, okay, this is the worst game I've ever played. I'm never playing this again, but getting back
Okay.
to getting back to Five Nights at
Five
Freddy's.
Nights.
I am getting so sick and tired of it because I thought it was funny at first, and then I got to play it, and I realized not only was I shitty at it, but it was legitimately scary.
Have you see? I've never been into the game myself, but I'd suggest you should check out the game theory for it. That's actually pretty decent.
Oh yeah, I was interested in the game theory, but then I noticed that it was getting a bigger Tumblrverse, and I began to see it pop up all over. Now here's the thing: a good thing is good as long as you don't overdo it.
Brony's
In this
telling
case-
people this.
somehow bronies have escaped that, but good God, I'm so sick and tired now of seeing Five Nights at Freddy's stuff pop up on my Tumblr and on my Facebook and on my Twitter and on my Skype. People telling me, go ahead and play. Are you excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 3? Why haven't you played Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Oh my god, seeing you fucking fail at Five Nights at Freddy's was so hilarious. Oh my god, Keyframe screwed you over. Oh my god, that was so hilarious. Are you going to play it again? Are you going to beat it? Shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of it. It was fun at first because I liked it when the initial hype was there. I figured it'd be fun. Now it's getting really overdone, and I'm getting, I've said it before, I'm getting sick and tired of it. That's one trend now that I'm tired of it.
So I take it from what you are not into horror games, like.
Oh no! I love horror games. I'll make that clear now. I love horror games. Like,
because you said like I didn't like it because it was legitimately scary. If I'm not misquoting you.
No, I liked it because it was scary. I like games that actually make me feel scared. The scariest game, and I will say this, and this is one of my all-time favorite games. One of the scariest games that I've ever gotten to play is Dead Space. And Dead Space 2. Those are two of the scariest games that I've ever played, and that's only because I pushed myself to play it in the right settings. When it was dark out, completely room dark with just the controller and nothing else on, full screen. And I love games like that because if it can actually be convincingly scary, I give it major props for that. I played a lot of other horror games that came across as scary but didn't quite connect, you know? Like I played Nightmare House 2 and I'm like, oh, that's scary, but it's not that scary. Outlast was scary as fuck.
I'm guessing you're looking forward to trying out that Aliens game since that's supposed to be like
Oh yeah, I have not played Alien Isolation yet, but I want to thank my good friend Alex for buying it for me. I'm like, holy shit, yes, I've been dying to play this. I just need to install it, and I need to play it. I probably won't be able to stream it because my laptop is not as strong as it used to be. So
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal your question away, Peter. I just wanted to get as quick.
Oh no, that's totally fine, dude. Yeah, because I know I like totally freaked out some people by. I did this a long time ago. It was like I sent them a link to like one of the SCP games. It was the stairwell one. I'm just like, just download this game, and then play it. And that's all I told them. And they all were like, okay, what's in the game? And then the only thing I told them was there is something evil in the stairwell. 2 of them rage quit, and only 2 of us actually finished it.
I think I heard you mention this.
Yeah. Like I feel bad for Fatal Park because I think I traumatized him. He like ran and rage quit. DCP quit at like the first thing, and then me and Dude Man just went in there and saw what was there, and like we actually finished it.
I always pictured DCP being like a hardened, emotionally dead person that wouldn't be scared of anything.
No, he was dude. Check out the video. He was freaking out at like every little thing. Anyway, that's beside the point. This one last question, and it is about your streams. Worst stream experience. So not necessarily the worst game. This could be like a massive technical failure, or someone in the stream call or stream in the or stream chat was like being a dick, or nothing was going your way.
The worst stream experiences that I've had are when these come up when I get a game that I'm really excited to stream, but for some reason my computer can't seem to handle playing it and streaming it at once, So it really sucks when I have a game that I'm all excited to show everybody and then I can't do anything, like I can't stream it. Those are some of the worst experiences, like when you're playing the game and you're all happy and shit, and then you have to keep restarting the stream over and over again, and then it crashes because apparently you're using up too much CPU. And I hate when that happens because there's so many good games that I want to share with people, but I can't because it can't, it's too powerful for my computer or whatever. But I'm trying to think of some of the worst experiences I've had.
I'm back!
I knew you were gone. I almost felt it. We were talking about gaming this whole time.
You didn't see it in the chat? I had to go. I wasn't feeling good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just assumed like Corpulent went into a catatonic coma because he's not a gamer.
Basically,
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, man.
Oh yeah, worst stream experience. So you went into technical failures. Was it ever ruined by any person, like the wrong person you invited to the stream call, or the wrong person
Peter, we should probably get away from that one.
Well, I can safely say this, that I've been very, very careful about who I pick to talk with, like on Skype, and people who I trust would be, fun to chat with. And I haven't run into any. Well, there was one person a long time ago.
Yeah, we could get away from this real quick. It's perfectly okay.
No, I won't say his name, but it was really awkward with him being there, and he wasn't really invited. But other than that, there hasn't really been anything to ruin that. I've been very careful with who I pick to be a part of, my streams and stuff. So.
Oh, Corp, I've been waiting to ask this one. I'll let you go right afterwards if you let me take this.
No, go ahead.
Please. All right. I used this one before, but I'm kind of fond of it. Dr. Wolf has gone on record by saying he wishes Rule 34 wasn't part of the fandom. What do you wish wasn't part of the fandom?
Oh.
You guys, screw you.
What do I wish wasn't part of the fandom?
Yeah. Oh, you never...
How do I say this without insulting them? How do I say this?
Are you giving a shout out to Faith right now?
Okay, Zach, I'm just gonna... Oh, damn it, Toon Kritic. I'm just gonna tell you this.
Don't tell me you can call me Zach, I don't care.
Alright, if it is anyone in the podcast or just the podcast in general...
I think he means...
We can handle something. We can handle worse than a fuck you if you just want to go all out right now.
Are you going to say it's the overall 4chan mentality that seems...
Yes, exactly, it's that.
That's going to piss off exactly who you want it to.
What do you mean the 4chan mentality?
I'm quoting Jesse Wood on how he described the PFC podcast.
You know what's funny is I never really go on 4chan.
I know. No,
I've never even like seen the front page of 4chan.
Corville and I would never think of you as that kind of immature.
Well, Corville, me and you are the type of
one.
cloak and dagger motherfuckers that don't appear to hang out with those people, but totally do.
Yes.
Okay, can I ask my question?
I lost my train of thought. Yeah,
sorry.
I guess if we're gonna, we can dance around this however much we want, but yeah, there's that dark corner of the fandom that every fandom has. And it's usually that kind of place that you stay away from. Yet, it's kind of like that thorn in the side that is there, it hurts, but there's really nothing you can do about it. It just kind of sits there and exists, and as long as you don't mess with it, it won't mess with you. Yeah.
Well, I'm just
basically, I'll just sum it up in
like, what kind of behavior are you specifically talking about? Like, what, like...
trollish behavior. The kind of behavior you'd see from people who play, like, online games. The kind of, like, oh, fuck you, like, what am I thinking? Just people who use, like, who are racist, who drop the word fag, who drop the word retard, who say, these guys are so full of autism, low autist or whatever.
Oh, Zach, to be fair, I've actually talked to a fair amount of gay bronies who drop the word fag.
I don't get why.
Yeah, I get it too. Like I'm Latino, and I usually don't like using.
Maybe they're just too retarded.
Liki, we're not trying to pick a fight here. Come on, man.
Liki uses the word autist, doesn't he?
Oh.
I don't really like using that word. I don't like veering towards that word in a sense, but
yeah.
I guess if I want to be specific on what I wish didn't exist in this fandom, I wish.
Can I ask my spaghetti question?
Horse news. Because it literally has no point in existing.
Well, now that Final Draft is gone, you're right. I asked, like, we were kind of on talking terms with Rarefag, and he's even really happy. I was like, so what are you going to do with your life now? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, you guys basically 90% of your time is running around, like, taunting that old man, because you have nothing better to do with your life. I mean, not that it wasn't funny, but you literally have done nothing but ride Final Draft constantly. I kind of want to meet him. If he's not a fire-breathing, demonous, monstrous son of a bitch, I'm going to be so disappointed. If he's just a normal, laid-back, chilled guy, I'm like, I've been robbed. I've been lied to.
I bet you that's what he is, too.
He probably is. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
And, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care what kind of backlash I get from it. I wish the fuckcast didn't exist.
Ooh. Shots fired.
Podcast anymore. It's called Pony Tonight. Every Friday.
It's the same fucking thing.
Oh, so they decided to change their name. Okay.
Yeah, there was... Yeah, I
Pony Tonight.
I say this, and here's the thing. I know the rule. Don't feed the trolls. Something that bugs a lot of my friends to this day. And I told them, you know what, fuck it, get over it. the comments aren't there anymore. When I was holding a Q&A stream, they decided to barge in and, just start harassing everybody and making really lewd comments.
I understand that, Zach, but when you say they, there's a very small, minute 3 or 4 jagoffs who do that.
Yeah, and I wish those 3 minute jagoffs did not exist.
Okay.
Gee, if you feel that way about me, then fine.
I'm trying to bend over backwards for you, Toon. When you're like, I don't want the PFC to exist, I'm like, wow, it just kicked me in the balls. That's kind of brutal. I'm trying to be cool with him.
Can I ask
look,
my
dude,
nice question? Or
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Okay,
go ahead,
yeah,
Zach. Go ahead,
that's
Zach.
all I got to say on it. So,
All right.
anyway, go ahead.
Okay, Toon Kritic. Who do you think is best pony, and why?
Oh, I forgot about it. I forgot this was coming. I thought about it all at the beginning. Go ahead.
Gee, who's the one pony that I talk about the most and feel that I can relate to the most? It's totally Applejack, isn't it?
And why is that?
No.
Not everybody likes Best Pony. Calm down, Corp.
Apples! Liki, I stole your punchline. You should be ashamed.
You feel like you can relate? You can relate better than the rest?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
Well, you got something against Applejack?
Don't you stop trying to think.
No, I don't have anything against background ponies. Relax.
There you go. Yep, good answer.
There it is. The views and expressions of Y2K are not shared by the views and expressions on Limbo Podcast.
Because they're wrong!
No, I agree with that. I think he's right.
Yeah, actually, I do agree with that one. I was just talking.
No.
You're gonna be sorry about this comment. Licky is gonna get into his car and get out of Canada.
Hey,
Kick your ass, eh?
No.
My apologies to any Canadians.
Yes.
I
I love
want
you.
to say this.
I'm Canadian. If any Canadians are offended by that, fuck off. You are not Canadian. Jesus.
Yeah, fuck off. A Canadian backs me up on this.
No. I've said before that Rainbow Dash is my favorite because I
Come
can't.
inside of it, right?
Got Leaky.
Hey, that's my thing. You stole my punchline. We're even now.
I totally saw that coming too. Right. Forwarding on that. No, I've said before that I can relate to her on a personal level, and I think I had a video with Dr. Wolf on this actually, with putting on a front, the charisma, the energy, the cockiness, wanting to be the best, the whole awesome persona and whatnot. I felt that I had that for a while, and that I sort of embody that with my friends, I think. I want to keep up that charismatic, persona. I love to be energetic and fun. I want to bring, fun to the table. And I want to be, good at what I do. I want to be awesome at what I do. I want to be more than that.
awesome as you want to be.
I was dancing around that, getting to that, but yeah. I feel that I really embody her spirit. So
Rainbow Dash is a good pony. She's a good solid number 2. I like that one.
Oh, wait, actually, going back to the previous question, I remember the one thing I want to get rid of.
Yes?
The stupid mentality that, I guess, in the reviewing community where we have tiers and we have people who think, oh, he's the best, oh, she's the best, oh, no, it's just like...
I like to say that I was the one who coined the term S-Class Brony Reviewer, so I guess we have a problem.
I want to get rid of that mentality.
I'm trying to brand that. What are you talking about?
No, it's just, I want to get rid of that mentality where people think, oh, if you're not Silver Cool, if you're not KP or Dr. Wolf, then you're not important.
It's not about that though. It's just that those people are really good at what they do. They have good opinions, they're funny, and they have good production values. You can't say like, oh, everyone should be on the same tier, because there's a lot of reviewers, I'm not sorry. There's a lot of you out there that are shit, that are terrible, and should not be doing this. You have no idea what you're doing. Stop.
It's that, and everybody wants to be considered that. No, not me and my.
Yeah, I'm not one of those spaghetti assholes that can't do this. I'm awesome. I'm really smart.
Hey, Liki.
I swear.
Liki,
Sure.
how many reviews have you done so far?
You just got called out, son.
Well, that's the good news. At least you can't say I'm doing shit.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. Jim Sterling sits there and reviews games, but he doesn't make any himself. Guess that makes Leaky kind of like
That's
that.
actually kind of coupled with what bugs me in a sense. I mean, I get that there are some people that aren't that good. I believe, and I've said this at my panel, that some of my reviewing panels, and then if some schmuck from Chicago like me can get up to be like on a panel and be a community guest in this fandom, I think anybody has that potential if they go for it. But there are a lot of reviewers, and I have to agree with Liki on this. There are some reviewers that aren't that good, but I wouldn't say that they shouldn't be doing it. I think.
Since you were kind enough to include the PFC in that, is there any possible friends overseas on a little tiny island that you want to include in that with some wild and exotic hair?
What?
He knows what I'm hinting at, maybe. Certain
confused.
Reno seas, perhaps? No? Okay, I'll drop that.
Oh, PC? No, PC's fine.
Oh, no, not PC. Come on, no. Not fighter. Come on, keep thinking.
What?
If I'm
It's
not...
given, okay? It's given.
Oh, God.
Great,
wow.
Rick, you're gonna bring that up.
Oh, look, he called out the PFC. I was like, well, look, man. We didn't sit there and make a video about whatchamacallit. I was like, if you're going to fire at us, you might as well fire at him, man.
Oh, well, I guess I'm sorry if I want to be considered a reviewer, if they think it's funny making 9/11 jokes. But hey, people's attention.
All right.
Maybe that's the reason Patreon isn't doing too well, but that's...
Professional podcast. And I've had main studios on here. The least professional podcast. Pink, I'm not sorry for that. Main studio sucks. They're a bunch of charlatans and, what was the term? Con men? Yeah, that was it. Anybody else have any other questions? Because I'm all done.
I'm not gonna call
I
any of it.
have one last question.
Oh, boy.
Oh, goodness.
Zach, with the vest, you're clearly trying to go for a Chippendales look, but are you a Patrick Swayze or a Chris Farley?
I've seen that. That's a great skit.
Oh, God.
I've seen Toon Kritic. I'm pretty sure it's Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, I've seen what he's talking about. Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. We'll get Corpulent to stand up with you one day so he could be your Chris Farley.
Yeah, I do a good Chris Farley, actually.
Yeah, me too. I'm terribly sorry for all the ill will and animosity, not only to our guests, for all our audience and the entirety of you too.
It is quite alright.
Yes, I'm sorry again, guys. Sweetie will be screaming at me later. You're like, oh, you're sorry again, but you keep fucking up. Yeah, I do.
Don't be a pussy!
Yeah, no.
Sweetie, if you see this, then love you, big sis.
It'll be.
I love you too, Peter.
I guess we're done, right?
Okay.